Hey everyone, what is going on? Mine's Live, and in today's video we've got some brand new information regarding what's happening with safes and skins for Payday 2 on PC. Before I jump into this and talk about anything else, I want to make something very clear. A lot of you are waiting for the big Payday 2 video I've spent the last week editing. This isn't it, in case you can guess. This is brand new news that's just dropped as I was about to release the other video, and I figured I'll do this video first and publish the big video either on Friday or Saturday. Haven't decided yet, stay tuned, it's going to be dropping soon. But this news literally dropped out of nowhere as I was finishing the end of my editing, and I figured I'd better do a video talking about it because it's been a while since I've just done a Payday 2 discussion video anyway, and I also thought this news was quite interesting for those of you on the PC side. For console players, unfortunately, there's nothing regarding safes and skins here. This is only concerning the PC version, but it's still something quite interesting to listen to, which is a quality of life change that, I don't know, if they change their mind and add safes and skins to console at some point, this might be the way they do it. We'll see how it goes. But either way, we've got some news to talk about, so let's get into it and roll the intro. We're going to be getting into the information in just a few seconds, but I wanted to clarify the gameplay you're seeing on screen now is just me doing a safe opening back in December that I never actually put onto YouTube. I was going to post it, but I figured it would be a bit weird to just put a safe opening up, not really something people care about. But I figured with today's subject material, it's something good to have in the background. So today's news has come from Tobias, one of the members of the Overkill crew. Some of you might know him, and he posted on Steam an article talking about what's happening with Payday 2 safes and drills. He opens up by saying, "Hello heisters, we want to inform you about changes to how our safes function, and these changes will come into effect sometime next week. Currently, there are 7 safes that aren't in the drop rotation. These safes represent the first safes that we released that at the time of release required drills to open them. Due to legal rulings concerning the purchase of digital items, we're going to be making some changes to our safes to make sure we're in compliance with the relevant laws." It all sounds a bit technical and a bit businessy, but then when you read through what it's actually saying, it gets more interesting. Today, the only way to get the above mentioned safes is to go on the Steam marketplace, buy a safe, and then buy a corresponding drill. Going forward, these safes will be added to the regular rotation of droppable safes at a low chance and be openable without a drill. Any safes you may have in your Steam inventory will also be made openable without a drill. Following that, we're removing the option to buy drills. Anyone who has a drill in their inventory will see them replaced with a safe of the same type. So a Dallas safe drill will turn into a Dallas safe, and this will increase the number of skins from those safes in circulation and also make new ones more likely to appear in the future. For those of you thinking I can buy drills now and get a lot of safes when the change happens, yes, you could. Keep in mind, however, that by the time these changes go live, it's likely more skins will be put up on the market overall. In addition to these changes, we're also removing the option to sell and trade safes in the marketplace or between users. You can still buy and trade the skins, but you need to open the safe you get in the loot drops first. So before we move on, let's clear a few things up. First off, not every safe is affected by this change. This is the earliest safes that were released in the game, like the Wolf safe, the Dallas safe, the Sydney safe. Any safes that were released that needed a drill to open them are now going to be going into the loot pool, so that when you get a safe from a card drop, there's a chance you might get one of these as well as one of the others that are still in rotation. This only comes into effect sometime next week, but what it does mean in the meantime is if in your inventory right now you have a safe and a drill that match, don't open them, because a drill will become a safe when these changes take place, meaning instead of having right now just one safe and a drill to open that safe, you will end up with 2 safes when these updates take place, because you'll still have the safe you had before, and the drill you had to open it will also become a safe on top. You're basically doubling the amount of safes you have in that case if you have some matching safes and drills. So don't open any of those until these changes take place, because you'll get more out of it. On top of that, like they've said, it's key. The safes are going to be going off the marketplace, so if you've got any listings up there, they will be removed when these changes take place. Maybe drop the prices if you want, or just people around on Steam if you want to buy these safes, get on there and buy them now, because the amount of time left you have to grab them is very, very limited. I've made sure that I've hopped on and bought some myself. I've got a whole inventory of them ready to open. So if you want the chance to buy any more safes before they're taken off the store, you need to go on and do it now before it's too late. So Tobias then clarifies, if you don't currently have any safes or drills in your Steam inventory, you will not notice any immediate changes. The main thing for you to notice is that you have an increased range of safes that can drop during your next loot card drop at the end of a heist. If you have any safes in your inventory, your safes will remain in your inventory, and the main change is that your safe is now not tradable. The skins are still marketable as usual. If you have drills in your inventory, your drill will be removed from the inventory next time you launch the game, and instead you'll find a safe of the same type as the drills you had. The safe will function as described above. We'll be making these changes sometime next week. The date is still to be determined, and we are still putting together community safes, so you'll see more awesome skins from our talented skin artists appear from time to time. And so to sum it up with a TLDR, he says no more drills, no more unavailable safes, and no more safes in the marketplace. We're making some changes to our safes to sure that the Popo don't raid us again. You still have a couple of days to purchase safes and drills with our current system, but after we make the change, you can open any safe without having to purchase a drill. But he then states that the completely overkill pack safe and drill will remain unchanged. That was a very limited safe release at the same time as the completely overkill pack DLC that came out years ago. If you don't have it by now, you're not going to get hold of it, so it applies to very few people. To be honest, I'm not even sure there are any safes left to be opened of that kind because it's been so long. I reckon everyone who's got a safe opened it years ago. But these are some interesting changes. The only thing I can take away that I think might be a downside is that now you can get access to more safes, but the only way you can get access to any of these safes is to get one once a week from the card drop. I'm not a fan of that. I have to be honest with you completely, because the whole idea was that you earned one a week for free, or if you wanted more than that because it wasn't quite enough for you, you could hop on the Steam Marketplace and buy some others. But the problem you've got now is you've got an even bigger pool of safes that you might get a reward from, but you're still only getting them once a week. They haven't changed the likelihood of how often you get them. In my opinion, if they're going to make this change, and since they haven't done it yet, and if they might see this video, I hope they do, please don't make it every 7 days. It really is daft to me that you have so many guns and so many skins on offer, but you're only able to get one skin every week from playing the game. It isn't enough. You need to change it. I talk a little bit about this in the video I'm dropping this weekend, and I'm going to repeat the point that I'm going to make in that video, which is quite simply either A, make it more often that they drop every 2, 3, 4 days, just increase how often we get them, or B, change it completely. Make it so that when you pick a card in your Payday, there's like a 2, 3, 4, 5% chance in every case that you might get a safe. Don't allow it to be done through offshore Payday. Just from completing a heist, there's like a 2, 3, 4% chance that you get a safe every time you pick a card. Because right now, if you're adding even more safes to that, that's a bunch more skins available, but you're still only getting one a week. It just ain't enough. I'm sorry, it just isn't. It's the reason I bought the safes you're seeing in this video, because I generally got a bit bored of waiting to get one every single week and not being able to have access to more at any one time. That's why I hopped on the Steam Marketplace and bought a bunch, and it wasn't expensive. I think I put £8 in, so like 2 lots of the minimum amount of money, and then just bought a bunch of safes with that money, and then just went straight in and opened them, because I just wanted to have a go and see what a mass safe opening would get me. But now I won't be able to do that, and I'm alright with the mass safe opening disappearing as long as in-game you can get enough safes to basically build it up and be able to do that after a few weeks or so. But right now, you're just not able to do that. So I know it sounds like I'm being overly picky on overkill here, and I really don't want to come across like I'm being spiteful or whatever, but I just don't like the idea that now the chance to bulk buy safes, or just bulk obtain them generally, is gone completely. As of next week, you'll only be able to get one safe once a week, and that's it. There's no change. So that's the only thing I would consider changing to try and make it a little bit easier to get safes. And I know what you're going to say, oh Troy, you can still get skins on the Steam Marketplace, that's not changing. Well, yeah, it's not, but have you seen how expensive some of them are? I'd rather just have a few more safes so I've got a better chance of getting the skin rather than dropping 40 to 50 pounds on some skins, which, yeah, there are ones that expensive on the store, if not more. But either way, I am glad they're getting rid of the drill system, because that's something that really annoyed me. When I first bought this batch of safes, you might see in the gameplay, I haven't looked back at it yet until I'm editing this, so I don't actually know how it looks, but I bought a bunch of Jimmy safes and Crime Fest 2 safes at the time, and I didn't realise those were the ones that needed drills, and that I couldn't get into them, because I felt like an absolute idiot when I went on the Steam store and saw that some of the drills I needed to open the safes I bought cost upwards of £1.50. So when you spend about £1 gathering like 10 safes, and then you need to spend another £10 on top to get the drills just to open them, you kind of feel a bit stung and like you made a stupid mistake. So I'm glad they're getting rid of that. It makes life a lot easier. But yeah, I just don't think there's enough dropping right now. I hope what I've said doesn't come off a bit too picky, because it may well do, but I just genuinely think that changes could be made to make it a bit easier for these safes to drop. But I'd like to slide on one extra comment at the end of this, which is that Overkill are making it very clear this is happening sometime next week. They haven't just said it and then are going to drop it the next day, which is what they usually do. They don't give you this much notice normally. So I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, this is part of a bigger update, and they're trying to get everything together ready for the update, and they're going to make these save changes when that update drops at the same time. It makes sense. I mean, I said I was expecting an update in February for PC, because it's already been 3 months since the last heist was added. So maybe next week we're getting another big update, and the saves is just a piece of that. Who knows, though? That's just a prediction. We don't know for sure whether that's how it's going to work, but it's a nice thought. Maybe it'll happen. Who knows? But that brings an end to this video. If you have enjoyed it, please do give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below, and share your thoughts on what they're doing to safes and skins. Do you think these are some good changes they're making? Do you think there could be better things happening, such as how often the safes drop? Let me know what you think and whether you agree or disagree with what I've said, and share your own personal thoughts down in the comment section below. And as for those of you on console, does this make you want to get the safes and skins more? Do you really still not care about it? Are you interested in it? Let me know. I personally would like to see them on Xbox One as well. I still play Payday on Xbox One, fun, possibly more than I do on PC. So while I have access to everything on PC, I would like to see it on console, but as we know with the current situation, it's not likely to see more content on console anytime soon, but it's nice to dream. Finally, if you do fancy supporting the channel over on Patreon and pledging a little bit extra than what you already do, feel free to check that out in the description below. Donations are never expected, but are always appreciated, and always help support me and the channel. But until then, thank you all for watching. I will see you all tomorrow with a GTA 4 stream, and tomorrow or Saturday for the big edited Payday 2 video. This one I've been cooking up for quite a long time, and editing it alone has taken about 4 or 5 days, which is just absolutely ridiculous, but there you go. I hope you enjoy that video when it drops, but until then, take it easy guys, and I will see you all in the next video.